Foldable phones aren't just a trend anymore, they're the future. And in 2025, the competition is fierce. Whether you're a power multitasker, a mobile photographer, or just someone who wants a phone that actually turns heads, there's a foldable out there calling your name. But with so many new releases, which one is actually worth your cash? Don't worry, I've got you covered. From the sleekest designs to the best cameras, I'm breaking down the top 5 foldable phones. And trust me, you'll be shocked by who made the #1 spot. Let's get into it. All right, kicking off the list at number 5 is the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold. And if you're all about snapping stunning photos and capturing life in high detail, this one's for you. Google has really leaned into what they do best, photography, and brought it to the foldable world in a big way. You're getting a killer triple lens setup here. A 50-megapixel main sensor, a super sharp ultra-wide, and a 5x telephoto lens that lets you zoom without losing clarity. But what really sets this phone apart is the software. Google's computational photography is next level. Low-light shots look incredible, portraits have beautiful depth, and even casual snaps come out looking professionally edited. What's even cooler is how the folding design gives you new ways to shoot. You can prop it open halfway like a mini tripod, making hands-free selfies and vlogs super easy. Or use the outer screen as a viewfinder while the main camera captures the shot. It's an absolute game changer, especially for creators. The 7.9-inch inner display is crisp, punchy, and perfect for reviewing your work or editing on the go. And Android 15 has been tweaked beautifully for folding. Multitasking between Google Photos, Lightroom, and Gmail is smooth and intuitive. Now let's talk pricing. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold comes in at around $1,799, which is definitely premium territory. But for photographers, content creators, or anyone who wants the best mobile camera in a foldable, it's a solid investment. It's not the flashiest foldable, but when it comes to what it does best, it's practically unbeatable. Coming in at number 4, we've got the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6, and honestly, this one is a multitasking beast. Samsung has refined this device so much over the years, and with the 2025 edition, they've really nailed the balance between performance, productivity, and polish. The inner 7.6-inch AMOLED display is incredibly vibrant and responsive with its 120 Hz refresh rate. It genuinely feels like a mini tablet in your pocket. And it's not just about size. Samsung's software brings this display to life with multitasking features like drag and drop between apps, floating windows, and that powerful 3-app split screen. They've also improved the design significantly. The Fold 6 is noticeably thinner, lighter, and easier to hold than its predecessor, and the hinge feels even sturdier with less visible creasing. It now closes completely flat, which makes it feel more like a traditional phone when folded. Under the hood, it's powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor, backed by 12 gigabytes of RAM and options for up to 1 terabyte of storage. So it handles everything from editing documents to gaming without breaking a sweat. And let's not forget Samsung DeX, which lets you plug into a monitor for a full desktop experience. Perfect for productivity on the go. Now for the price. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 starts at $1,899, making it one of the most expensive foldables out there. But honestly, you're getting what amounts to a tablet, phone, and mini laptop all rolled into one. If you're the kind of person who needs to stay productive from anywhere, whether it's hopping between Zoom calls and spreadsheets or running multiple social apps at once, this phone is built with you in mind. Sliding into number 3 is the Honor Magic Fi 3, and this one's all about slim sophistication. Most foldables are still a bit chunky, let's be real. But the Magic Fi 3 is here to change the game with its ultra-slim profile. When folded, it's just 9.9 millimeters thick, and somehow it still manages to pack in flagship specs without compromise. That makes it the slimmest book-style foldable on the market right now. It's sleek, lightweight, and slips into your pocket like a normal phone, until you unfold it into a gorgeous 7.9-inch OLED screen that's practically all display. But don't think slim means underpowered. The Magic Fi 3 is rocking the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a large 5,000 mAh battery, which is impressive considering how thin this device is. It also supports 66-watt fast charging, so even when you do need to top up, you won't be stuck waiting. The user interface is clean and optimized for folding, with easy split-screen functionality and app continuity that lets you seamlessly move from outer to inner display. And while the camera isn't winning any awards compared to the Pixel or Samsung, it's still very capable with a solid 50-megapixel main sensor. In terms of pricing, the Honor Magic V3 lands at around $1,699, which places it just below Samsung's Fold in the premium bracket. If you've been hesitant to jump into foldables because of the size or bulk, this phone is the perfect entry point. It delivers a high-end experience in a body that feels way more like a traditional smartphone, and that's a big deal for everyday usability. Alright, coming in strong at number 2 is the Motorola Razr Ultra, and this one's all about style, nostalgia, and smart design. Motorola's flip-style foldable keeps evolving, and the 2025 model takes everything to the next level. The outer cover display is now a massive 4 inches, which sounds small on paper, but in practice, you can do so much without even opening the phone. We're talking replying to messages, checking directions, snapping selfies, controlling music, even using full apps like Instagram. It's not just a gimmick, it's actually functional and incredibly addictive. Once you flip it open, you're greeted with a 6.9-inch POLED inner display that's bright, smooth, and surprisingly tough thanks to Gorilla Glass Victus. Motorola's new hinge tech lets it fold flat without leaving a gap, and the crease is barely noticeable now. They've also nailed the durability, making this a phone you can actually use day to day without babying it. Oh, and let's talk color options. This year's crimson red, icy blue, and matte graphite finishes are stunning. It's a phone that turns heads and feels great in your hand while doing it. Now here's the kicker. The Razr Ultra starts at just $999, which is a huge value considering everything you're getting. It's got personality, it's practical, and it's fun. For anyone who wants a stylish foldable that doesn't break the bank but still feels premium, the Razr Ultra is an absolute standout. Whether you're all about that clamshell life or just want a more compact foldable that actually fits in your pocket, this one nails it. And finally, sitting proudly at number 1 is the OnePlus Open. And let me just say, this phone is the total package. If you're looking for the foldable that does it all without compromise, this is it. OnePlus didn't just follow the foldable trend. They studied the competition, learned from their mistakes, and came out swinging. The hinge is the best in the business right now. No annoying gap when it's closed, barely there crease when it's open, and it's rated for over 1 million folds, which means it's built to last. And it's light. Like, shockingly light for a foldable this powerful. The displays? Both the inner and outer screens are stunning. The inner 7.8-inch AMOLED panel is vivid, sharp, and buttery smooth with a 120 Hz refresh rate, while the outer screen is wide and fully usable. You don't feel like you're sacrificing anything when the phone is closed. OnePlus also nailed the camera system by partnering with Hasselblad. You get a 48-megapixel main lens, a high-quality ultra-wide, and a periscope zoom that actually delivers crisp results. The image quality here is consistently excellent, and it holds its own even next to the Pixel. And let's talk value. The OnePlus Open starts at $1,699. And honestly, that's a steal for what you're getting. It's cheaper than Samsung's Fold, yet better in so many ways. More usable outer display, smoother hinge, better weight distribution, and a highly optimized Oxygen OS that makes multitasking feel natural and fast. Whether you're a power user, a casual phone fan, or someone finally ready to dip into the foldable market, this is the one foldable that checks every single box.